We are here at Queens Kickshaw in Astoria, Queens. And there's 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, Kickshaw.
We're the Queens Kickshaw. We're here in Astoria, which is pretty close to Manhattan. Our address is 4017 Broadway, that's in Astoria, between Steinway and 41st Street. There's a subway stop right nearby. Our menu is pretty concise: specialty coffee, grilled cheese sandwiches, and craft beer and cider.
It's really good. This is the Aspall Dry English Cider, the Queens Kickshaw. It is dry, it's really crisp. It's good for, like, I don't know, I feel like it's good for a summer day. It's like a sparkling wine. Yeah. I'm getting this next time.
So, you guys said you come here all the time.
We do.
What do you like so much about this place?
Well, we can have coffee, we can have drinks. We're known to drink early in the day.
It's just a neighborhood, like, enjoying. Like, it's just, you see, like, all the same people every day. It's like really,
You know, I picture cider in the past kind of having something to do with beer, kind of like similar, but it's like apple beer and it's like really sweet. And I just had the pleasure of meeting the great, I'm not sure how many greats, grandson of the founder of this original cider company. So he was explaining the differences between all of them, and they're all different. I got to like taste the whole variety, and they're all really different. The draft, this place is really special because they have this whole variety of ciders, but the draft, he was explaining, is a little different than the bottle.
Oh, really?
I guess, based off of like the amount of air in the kegs or something. Yeah.
I do like this.
Clement, who founded the business, our family
was your great.
My great grandfather. He actually came from a long line of cider makers in Jersey and in Normandy before that. But he started making cider in the UK simply because he loved cider. And actually, that's always been our philosophy as a family, is, you know, the drink I drink the most of is the cider. And it's not just because I get it for nothing, it's because, do you know what, it's the best thing. I drink it all day too. But I go to lots of bars, certainly in the UK, and I'll end up drinking Aspall because it's the best thing on the bar. And if you don't get up in the morning with the desire to actually do that and to make it the best product that it possibly can be, then, well, that's why I do it anyway.
Then why are you even getting up?
Exactly right.
Tell me what you think.
Oh, that's really beautiful. I like it a lot. And I don't drink ciders that often, although I'm a native New Englander, but I don't drink a lot of hard cider. This is really nice though. It's light and refreshing and clean and bright. It's perfect for this time of year.
I'm familiar with organic. It usually means that it was grown without pesticides.
Pesticides, herbicides, by organic stands, which this cider is. And actually the first thing that you need to notice is that the colour's a bit more golden.
It is.
It's a bit richer than the dry. Now the dry's got about 10, 12, maybe 15%, depending on the year, of these bittersweet apples in. So it doesn't really affect the colour very much. This has got about 35–40% in. So when we launched the organic, I wanted to make a product that was actually more similar in style to what Clement would have made in the 1700s, which would have been a more Normandy style, little funkier, richer aroma, and a little bit more bitterness and astringency, which is essentially what you've got here. So give that a swirl round, say hello, and you actually just you notice the difference between this and the dry. It's just a little bit more, it's a bit earthier.
Yeah, dry it's like perfect. This has a little more, like you said, it lasts a little longer.
It's a bit richer. Yeah, it's a bit richer. It's perhaps, this is a better food accompaniment. You'd perhaps have one bottle of this, whereas you might have a couple of bottles of the dry. It's just got it's a little bit cleaner, but it's fantastic food accompaniment.
So far, I'm going with the organic.
Okay.
Even though they're very similar.
No.
Right?
Look, the nice thing about the organic is that, I mean, they all change through from year to year, because if you use fresh fruit, the weather conditions are different every year. At spring for blossom, through the summer, how the fruit ripens, when you pick it, it all makes a difference. This one, because we're much more limited in the fruit that's available, you can tell the vintage much more clearly. So there are certain years where vintage is the organic is my favourite because the vintage is great. So this is nice. This is very good. This is runs for me. It runs the dry very, very close, but I'd still go dry at this juncture.
When you walk in the door, you're going to see a long, narrow space that's got a kind of a rustic chic to it. We have a lot of repurposed wood and other artifacts. Everything sort of has a use. It's kind of minimal.
I've lived in Astoria for about, 11 years now, and I used to live right around the corner. Queens Kickshaw just celebrated their 2nd anniversary. I love the neighborhood. I'm a writer. I love to have a place where I can come and think and be with other people who are, kind of creative professionals. And the sense of community here is so strong. They've added a lot to the neighborhood. I just can't imagine life without them.